Call of the Wild. He has felt it. He also really hates being on camera. He would also like you to know the thumbnail of this video, it's not clickbait. Just more people click on a video if you're in the thumbnail. You or your sister. There's no getting her on this camera. She hates it more than he does. We've prattled on enough. Let's get to the review. Totally not clickbait. Call of the Wild. Okay, go play. So Call of the Wild is a new movie starring Harrison Ford, all the human beings in this movie are a supporting character, which makes sense. I mean, of all the animals in the world, human beings, they're clearly the worst ones. Absolutely the least likable ones. The point is, this book was published in 1903, takes place in the late 1800s during the Yukon Gold Rush, which kind of has something to do with the movie, as far as Buck's concerned. And the movie actually stars a dog named Buck, a very CGI dog named Buck. And you always know that, the movie starts out, you're like, that's a CGI dog. And then the movie continues on, and you're like, that's still a CGI dog. At no point did I ever feel like, no, that's dog. Maybe miss the days when people actually use real dogs to do real dog things as real dogs in movies. Then again, what are you gonna do? Have a real dog hang out with real wolves? Probably not. So CGI dog it is. It's like Warhorse, like this animal has a few different masters, a few different owners, and it just tracks the animal throughout. Some owners are cool, some are not. Some are Harrison Ford, which he was cool in the movie. But you feel like the Harrison Ford Buck dynamic it's the point of this movie. When they're hanging out in a place called the Uncanny Valley, it's not really called that, but really they're in the middle of nowhere in the Yukon. It's a gorgeous place. YouTube dries up and one day it will be gone. You might find me there. But as you get to the dynamic of Harrison Ford and Buck the dog in this movie, which does feel like the point of this movie, that's another way of saying the first hour of this movie is set up. The first hour of this hour-and-a-half long movie. In a world where, yes, I'm still quoting John Locke from Lost because it's still relevant. Not about the destination, Jack. It's about the journey. He's right, in a world where it is about the journey, it's all important, but still, for that last chunk, they have Harrison Ford, so that's the point of the movie. Because when you have Harrison Ford, you market the shit out of that. You know what probably didn't help? I kept seeing Buck as a computer animated dog because Buck acts like an animated dog. He kind of acted like a cartoon dog, which is a way of saying he acted more human than dogs generally act. It's like Harrison Ford's just hitting the bottle, getting drunk, trying to forget his problems. Buck, who shouldn't really know what he's doing, is like, alcohol, takes the bottle, buries it, that's the devil's water. And movies have done that before, like Beethoven, and David Duchovny is like, talking trash about the kids, and Beethoven's like, no one talks trash about my family. Like, things like that work for movies like Beethoven, because that's what they're going for. I didn't feel like The Call of the Wild was going for that, only it kind of did that. But on the other hand, you kind of have to do that with a movie like this, because Buck's the main character. He kind of has to act human enough. You have a dog that, like, if Danger was the main character in a movie, the movie would simply be, throw the ball, throw the ball, throw the ball, throw the ball, throw the ball. And for the most part, this movie's fine. It's a fine movie. It's a sweet movie. You really get the feeling they were like, how many dog lovers and dog owners are there out there? All right, we're gonna hit them with the feels. Because that's what this movie's gonna do. And yes, that again is the point, because you can't deny it, I'm watching the movie like, oh, Gypsy in danger. But this movie really does feel like one of those movies that was made in the 90s based off of old literature that they show in elementary schools after the teacher reads the book to the students. There's a part of me that's like, do studios do that on purpose? Do they sell them to school districts and make a profit that way? I don't know, but I get the feeling your kids will watch this movie in class after the teacher reads the book to the class. So it's like that. There is a villain in this movie. It's your basic mustache twirling villain. He's like, someone took the weird science formula and poured it over an art cell of Snidely Whiplash from Dudley Do-Right. And dude came to life. I was like, yeah, where is the gold? I found that guy a bit ridiculous. I didn't need him. I mean, because the story needs him in its own way. But I was like, I'm fine with Harrison Ford and Buck hanging out. Let's go back there because I'm happy there. And that's basically the movie. Is it a sweet movie? Yeah? Do you like Buck the dog, even though the entire movie you're like, CGI dog? Yeah, you're still rooting for him. CGI characters, they're people too. Do we need to watch the movie again? Not really, but if, you want to go back to when your parents took you to Iron Will in the movie theaters, you want to take your kids to a movie and you haven't seen Sonic the Hedgehog yet, which really, it's nothing like Iron Will. Point is, family movie, if you want a new one this weekend. It's a fine time, no alcohol required, yeah, matinee price. Little asterisks I put in there sometimes, for the sake of it. Or so Call of the Wild, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Or what's your favorite 90s movie based off old literature? Whatever it is, whatever you think, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.